All right, so now we got everything guide coated. We're using our 600 grit on our DA. Now, since we don't have a whole lot of body work in here, there's no reason to really do a block. We're really going to be using some DAs. I've got mine with an interface pad. So mine has this foam pad on it. Really good for contour areas. It goes around the shape very easily. Mike's gonna be using a straight pad, no interface. So he's gonna stick to the bigger, flatter areas. That way I can get the rounder areas done. When you come over here, you'll notice as we start sanding, the guide coat goes away. You can see it shows me where all the texture still is. I need to sand a little bit more. So now you can see there is no guide coat in there. It's all the same color as compared to over here. So you can see exactly what you've done. We want to make sure we do this at a very flat rate. I don't want to turn this up on end. I want to make sure it's nice and flat. I'm not pushing. I'm letting the DA do the work. I want to be careful around my corners and around my edges because these are the first areas that are going to burn through. So I'm really going to do this big DA work on all the big flats. Once again, try and keep it flat. I don't want to be using the edges or angles. Yep. I wonder why it was all dusty. So you can come over here and see where Mike's at. He's got a really flat area, so you can see all the small areas that aren't sanded yet. He's got to keep his really smoking flat, or else we're going to see those edges of the DA in the finish. Notice your pad will start loading up like this. You can use a rag to wipe it off, or just wipe it off on your pant leg. Too worried about being perfect. So you can see I still got guide coat here, still got some guide coat over here. I don't want to worry about getting perfect. I'm going to use a Scotch-Brite, and that'll take that off. I want to sand the texture out. There's a little bit of guide coat left, not a big deal, as long as there's no texture. Sharp lines. So you can see this has a real sharp body line to it. I don't want to run over that because then I'm going to make it round. I'm going to use that and keep that there, and then when I finish, I'll do a little bit of finish sand to keep it a nice sharp corner. Same with down here. I don't want to run my DA over the line because it'll kill that line. I'm going to keep the line there and keep it nice and sharp. And then I can finish with hand sanding. Interface pad off. I want to get really flat on this edge. That interface pad's going to roll and I don't want that. See where I kept that line there. I want to make sure I keep that line so it's a nice sharp point. I don't want to roll over that paper on the block and I'm going to finish these lines up. Notice how even that line is. It doesn't change width as we go. It gets nice and even when I block it. And then when I'm done, I can keep that line there. If I want to kill that line a little bit, I just come over by hand and lightly sand on it. You see it only took 2 or 3 passes. Keeps a pretty sharp line. Now if I need a really rounded edge, put this on a Scotch-Brite. Like up here I need a more of a rounded edge. I can come over here and give it more sanding. Or I can put it on my interface. Roll over it like that. This area here kind of rolls, and it's got a concave shape to it, so I'm going to roll the block with it. So up here on this front edge, we had a little bit of former bodywork. And it's always good to reblock bodywork to make sure it's straight, flat, level. You see corner to corner, I'm working at an angle. And I'll switch, I'll crosshatch everything. Make sure I have a nice, even sanding surface. Everything gets the same amount of sanding strokes. And if I do this and I do a quick check block on here, there's nothing crazy, I know we're okay. Now, since we did do some blocking on this, I do want to come back with my DA and my interface pad, because if I don't, every one of these edges and angles is going to show up. Anytime I do blocking, I want to come back and finish sand over the top of the areas I blocked. So I'm going to grab some 600, I'll do this area here again. I'll do on all my body lines that I blocked, I'll do those all one more time to make sure I get rid of all my block marks. While Mike's doing that, I'm going to grab a used piece of 600. I'm going to start hitting all the corners and all those straight lines and future lines. I want to knock them down a little bit, but nothing too much. See, it doesn't take long to knock this line down, even with old paper. You'll watch that line, I knock it down in just a few swipes. I'm trying to avoid going through. If I have a little burn through like this, it's not too big of a deal. I want to try and avoid that, so really pay attention to your edges and your corners. Usually when I'm doing edges and corners, I just take a Scotch-Brite, give it 2 passes. That's all it needs. Takes off a lot of material because I'm right on the edge. I could do all these corners with Scotch-Brite also. Also a good way to just check everything, making sure I don't have any little bit of guide coat left over. Remember, scuff pads scuff. They don't necessarily remove texture, but they scuff, and they don't do it very effectively if you're trying to block sand or get rid of guide coat. This does not take out texture. Alright, we'll go ahead and get this cleaned up and get it in the booth, get it ready for paint.